It's week 4 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Javonte Williams. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Broncos and the Pats under the lights on Sunday night.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And after that play, we've got an injury. And it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
On 2nd down, Jarrett. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for, because a lot of teams, they'll march it downfield, and when they kick the field goal, it almost feels disappointing, doesn't it? You have a nice drive. I think this team decided, guess what? No matter what, we're going for the 6, try and put those points on the board and set them back on their heels.
But unfortunately, that mentality did not work out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 21 carries, 107 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Trubisky. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Williams will try again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Parkey with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to move back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Denver Broncos back out there. Former Tar Heel Javonte Williams, we shine the spotlight on him. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called in today, and they called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Pats, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. It's Trubisky. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Flushed out right to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Williams going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Dancing to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Damian Harris to the Patriot offense, ready to take over again.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Jones. Open man is Myers. Called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones.
It's Myers again with another catch.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 41 yards. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 21-17. That time a 6-play drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Running back Damian Harris and the Patriots ready to go on their next drive here. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
It's caught. Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
On first down, Trubisky finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half, and it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime, but the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 41, Jones.
Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On second down, this is Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. 46 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. He'll take this to the 46.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Harris.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Jones
from the gun on 3rd down.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he will have a Patriots first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Looking to throw. Jones under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Broncos will take over on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a handoff up the middle.
Jarrett. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 47 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Second down and goal. Trubisky getting the football to Davis on an out route.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
It's one play at a time, baby.
Now Trubisky to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Mitchell Trubisky, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start the drive with Harris. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Trubisky's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground.
Now Davis fumbles it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And some room to maneuver. They juked him.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
And at this stage, in the fourth, they need to work this into the end zone. A field goal doesn't do much. We'll see if they can cash in following the fumble recovery.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. New England on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Caught. It's Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he's got room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run again with Harris. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Here's Harris. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a 3rd and goal.
Harris.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Here's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Davis.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Open man right side is Ingram. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Trubisky's throw going to be caught by Davis.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Trubisky on first down.
On a huge mistake late. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try the right side with Harris.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had.
They run with Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run again with Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run with Harris. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because them getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to...
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Here's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. The 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for the Patriots, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.